Your cat is screaming at you right now. And the worst part, you think it's love. There's a specific thing we do every single day, thinking it's affection. But to their brain, it's a physical assault. Ever notice how sometimes they just nip you out of nowhere while you're petting them? That wasn't some psychotic break. It was a cry for help you ignored for 5 minutes straight. There's an invisible mistake in your home that's keeping your cat on high alert 24/7. And if you don't fix it today, they'll never trust you 100%. The problem isn't what you do. It's what you refuse to see. Before I show you how to save your cat's trust, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what they're trying to hide from you. Now, take a look at their food bowl. If they leave kibble around the edges and keep meowing for more, they're not being picky. They're in physical pain. Their whiskers are ultra-sensitive radar dishes wired directly to their nervous system. Every time those radar dishes brush against the plastic or metal of the bowl, it's like they're getting tiny electric shocks. They're hungry, but eating hurts. And you're over there thinking they're just high maintenance. But that's just the beginning of their sensory overload. You know when your cat flops on their back in the middle of the living room? Most people make the fatal mistake of thinking that's an invitation. You go over, pet that soft belly fur, and bam, you get clawed. You feel betrayed. But to your cat, you were the betrayer. Exposing their belly is the ultimate trust test in the feline world. They're saying, I trust you so much, I'm showing you my most vulnerable spot. When you touch it, you shatter that pact. You act like a predator who took advantage of an opening. But there's something even more disturbing about their purr that almost nobody has told you. Everyone thinks a cat purrs because they're happy. That's a dangerous lie. Cats purr when they're in pain. Cats purr when they're dying. The purr is a healing frequency, a biological mechanism to regenerate tissues and maintain calm under extreme pressure. If your cat is purring too loudly at times when they should be relaxed, they might be trying to heal from something you unintentionally caused. And it gets a whole lot stranger when you look into their eyes. A fixed stare, for a feline, is a declaration of war. If you stare at your cat with love, they interpret it as you tracking their next move to attack. They slow blink at you to say, my eyes are closed, I'm not a threat. If you don't return that slow blink, you're keeping them under constant psychological pressure in their own home. But the real danger happens when you get home from work. You come home missing them. You want to hug them, pick them up, smell their fur. But you bring the scent of the outside world. To your cat, you're an invader carrying the trail of 1,000 dangers. They start rubbing against your legs frantically. You think it's cute, right? They're desperate. They're trying to erase the strange scents from you as fast as possible. They're trying to reclaim their territory before the environment becomes unbearable for their nose. If they stop rubbing, it means they've given up on you. And speaking of noses, that air freshener you love, that scented candle, or your new cologne perfume. To your cat, that's like living inside a cloud of toxic gas. Their sense of smell is 14 times more powerful than yours. They can't escape the scent. This causes silent inflammation in their respiratory system that you'll only notice when they start coughing like they're choking. But there's one detail about their tail that reveals the naked truth. The tail is the thermometer of the feline soul. If it's wagging like a dog's, they're not happy to see you. They're in internal conflict. They're deciding whether to flee or to bite. And most owners keep forcing interaction in that moment. This creates accumulated trauma. Your cat starts to see you as unpredictable and dangerous. This happens when you don't even realize it. Ever seen your cat tearing through the house out of nowhere at night? Those nocturnal zoomies. A lot of times, it's not just excess energy. It's a burst of accumulated frustration from spending the whole day unable to act on their hunting instincts. They're trying to escape an invisible prison of boredom and sensory stress. If your cat does this frequently, they're crying for help. Maybe your cat isn't weird. Maybe they're not difficult or antisocial. Maybe you just never stop to understand the language they speak. They give you signals all the time, but you keep treating them like a tiny dog. That hurts their ego and their biology. If you want them to stop suffering in silence, you need to start observing the micro signals. The position of their ears when you walk into the room. The skin ripple on their back when you touch them. If their skin twitches or ripples when you pet them, stop immediately. That's hyperesthesia. The touch hurts. Your cat doesn't hate you. They're just trying to survive a human who loves them the wrong way. If you change the way you see them today, your connection will change forever. They'll finally relax their shoulders. They'll finally sleep a deep sleep in your presence. If your cat does any of these things I've talked about, drop a comment below saying I watched till the end. I want to know how many of you are ready to truly understand what your cat feels. Hit that like button if this opened your eyes and share it with that friend who thinks their cat is crazy. Maybe the crazy one isn't the cat. But the truth is, this weirdness comes at a price. Many owners report that after understanding this behavior, their relationship changes completely. It's no longer just about giving food and affection. It's about realizing there's a constant sentinel in your living room. Your cat isn't just living with you. They're processing the environment in a way your human mind will never grasp. And when they ignore you, maybe they're just sparing you from something. The justice here is silent. Redemption comes the moment you stop laughing at them and start respecting what they see. They know things our species forgot millennia ago. Maybe your cat isn't weird. Maybe you just never understood what their silence truly means. If you stuck around this long, it means you like this deep dive. Drop a comment saying I watched till the end so I can get to know you and see who really connects with the stories on this channel. Hit that like button if this shifted your perception and share it with that friend who thinks their cat is just bonkers.